Hello, can you hear me?
Oh my love, 1,000 kisses from you is never too much. I just don't wanna stop.
We are here with a hair tutorial video done by yours truly, because I'm a stylist. I does it all. That's what we got going on here. I'm going to show you how I accomplish this, and stay tuned because here we go. Welcome to Authenkencity, all things authentically Kennedy. That's me. If y'all are wondering how I went from this to that previous video, be sure to stay tuned as I show you all how I completed this half up, half down rubber band tutorial with bangs, all that jazz, all of that. Stay tuned because I'm going to show you all exactly how I got it done. For starters, right now you see me simply parting my hair. This is freshly washed and blow dried hair, and I was struggling to part. Struggling so much, in fact, that I just decided to go in with my hot comb and flat iron and just press out the top part of my head. This part is where the rubber bands will go on eventually, and I decided to press it out just so it would be a more smooth laid rubber band looking hairstyle. So right now that's basically all I'm doing. I'm just sectioning off and going over very lightly, maybe once, twice if that. My hair, it doesn't have to be bone straight. Obviously I'm not wearing it out, but I did want it to be straight for the top part of my head. This style would have not been as successful as it was if it wasn't for my mother coming to help part my head. So thank you, mommy. I truly do appreciate you. Look, if you ain't got the back of your head, your mama do, okay? Basically, she's just helping me part. This is going to divide the top and back part of my head for the half up, half down look. Okay, so now this is me just making a part with my fingers. This part didn't have to be too crazy because this is going to be the leave out that I leave over the back part of my head. So after you all will see shortly, I'm going to braid down the back of my head, and that's where I sew in the tracks for the down section of it. This little part I'm doing right now is just going to cover that. So that part didn't have to be too perfect because we have our mommy made part on top. So right now, I'm going to start the braiding process. Y'all, I am by no means a professional braider. I learned how to braid, okay, a quick little story. My brother used to take Hapkido, and this really nice lady, when we would go to his practices and I'd just be waiting there playing with my brats, she taught me how to braid. I was like maybe 5 or 6, and I really know how to braid since. So if a stranger ever asks if you want to learn how to braid, definitely take up that offer, because look at me doing my own hair because I know how to braid. We love that. But yeah, basically y'all are about to see me braid down the back part of my head. Super easy. I think I did about 6 to 8 braids just so I could lay those tracks nice and flat. I did not want to use glue. I have seen a lot of these tutorials people use glue, but I'm not that skilled. I don't know how to protect my head and all that. So the braiding was the easiest method for me, but honestly, do whatever works for y'all. Y'all know how to use glue. If y'all prefer to use glue, use that. I also was headed to Atlanta, Georgia, and it's hot there and it's hot here at home, and I just know the glue and the heat and me and my sweat follicles, it wouldn't have worked. So this really was the best option. Okay, so I finished up the back of my head. That's what it looked like. And now we're going to separate the top where I'm going to have the bangs. You all will see later, but I just decided to make these two little clip-ins for my bangs because, as I previously mentioned, glue, me, heat, not gonna work. So this is just me sectioning off the leave out that I'm going to have for my two bangs as seen in the beginning of the video and the cover art. Alright, so boom, time to get into the rubber band part of this. I use my edge booster and my silk stick to basically slick down the rubber band part. This was super easy, just putting rubber bands on my head and parting it. The hardest part, honestly, was just how long it took and making sure my parts were all straight. But it's super easy, you all. So as you see, I'm just kind of sectioning off a part of my hair at a time, slicking it down with the edge booster. I actually ended up using that more than the slick stick, and putting a rubber band on. Super easy. So that's basically what you all are going to see me doing for the next few minutes. Parting, slicking, rubber band. Just repeat, repeat, repeat. I will say I decided to do kind of like straight back with the rubber bands when I connected them, which you all will see eventually. I know some people like to crisscross them, which I've actually done before, but I just wanted something different. So I just did, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows, which honestly was doing a lot, but it looked cute at the end. I did 7 rows and I just connected them going straight back as opposed to crisscrossing, which you all will see momentarily. Okay, honestly, that took maybe like an hour for me to do all of the rubber bands. So that was definitely the most time consuming part, and also, you gotta make sure the parts are good. Woo, child. But we did it. We got it to work, and right now you see I've just connected all of the rubber bands to one another. So you just take another rubber band and connect that to the next, and then connect that to the one behind it, and so forth. And I'm put it up in my ponytail. In the middle, I did a braid at first, but I ended up changing it to the twist because the braid, I don't know, this whole style is just like nostalgic of being a child. So I didn't want to give too much 12-year-olds, like maybe 13, 14. So that was the vibe we were going with. Next, I have these bundles, these ombre bundles, which I got off of Amazon in 20, 22, and 24 inches. I will link the bundles in the description box. They're super soft, super cute. I had never done ombre before. Really, it's normally all blonde or nothing, but I got my ombre, which is so funny because my hair is still very blonde. So these dark roots, I don't know where that thought process came from, but it turned out cute, and that's all we wanted from this. So here you see me finger detangling the bundles, and I really just sewed them in the back of my head. How to describe sewing hair on your head, I really don't know. You just kind of sew it in. If you guys want a tutorial on that, I could attempt to do that, but I have done a sew-in on myself before and friends. Definitely not too skilled at it, but the hair gets sewn on the braids and we rock. There's really no method to my madness. Kind of just in and out sewing the bundles until you get to the top, and that's exactly what I did. Alright, so I finished sewing the hair in the back, and now you are just going to see me wrapping this hair around my ponytail. Guys, I'm so sorry, my camera, it just died. It just died, so you didn't really see me doing the whole thing, which I wanted to show you all, but at this point it might have been like 1 in the morning. Definitely had work the next day. So I basically just wrapped the hair around the ponytail using bobby pins, no glue. This is a completely glueless method. I can definitely show you all how I did that in another video. Super simple. You just attach it to the bottom of your hair with a bobby pin, and you wrap the hair all the way up, and right now you just see me securing the top of that ponytail. And okay, and this is the final look. Guys, I'm so sorry, but this camera just likes to die. It just likes to die when I'm trying to thrive. So it kept dying on me. So basically what you all missed off screen was me making these little clip-in, you digs. I just bought some clips from the beauty supply store, cut some tracks up, sewed them on. If y'all want me to do a video on that, I can, but I put some clip-ins up top, and we got our bang action going. And then yeah, it doesn't blend, but it's blonde, so it blends. You feel me? If you're blonde, you know. Yes, thank you for watching this rubber band half up, half down tutorial, and I will see you all on next week's video.